Hey everybody, welcome to Highlander Sports. Today we're going to be talking about college football, the bowl games, our predictions, and what we think will happen. And we're back. Okay, Cole, Drew, how's y'all day been going?
Really good. How about you?
I'm doing all right. So we're going to start this off with Camping World Bowl. It's our bowl game special today. Virginia Tech versus Oklahoma State. Obviously, I want to ask someone very close to the issue. Drew, what do you think about this bowl game?
My Cowboy heart. Oklahoma State. Mason Rudolph and James Washington, our receiving core. Virginia Tech, they haven't seen anything like this ever, and it's going to show in full display. I truly believe in that. Our running game, even if our passing game doesn't work, we got two running backs. I'm not saying anything against their defense, but they haven't seen anything like this.
They did play Clemson, though.
Keep that in mind, but I believe our offense is better than Clemson's.
I agree kind of completely with that. In my opinion, y'all's passing game is on point this year. I think with Mason Rudolph and all of y'all's wide receivers, I think y'all have a solid chance of beating Virginia Tech.
I won't sleep on Virginia Tech, though. What I see in Oklahoma State, they're at times inconsistent. I don't understand why they'll go hot, attack, and then they just go conservative. Why don't you just continue attacking? I feel like if they attack the whole game and play pedal to the metal the whole game and don't give an inch. I feel like every time they slow the game down, that's when the mistakes happen. That's when they start to catch up. And I honestly think Virginia Tech might win this game. I think
my question
more
is,
than what y'all think.
Do you think that is part of Mike Gundy's coaching style?
I'll add a couple things in a second.
I think it's half of that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think he wants to go ahead in the game real quick, slowly just go ahead in the game. The game's not over. Keep playing the game.
If you sleep on someone, that's when they bite you. That's normally.
I've seen it plenty of times. For example, last year, Central Michigan game. I know that. The refs shouldn't have done that. Blah blah blah. But if they didn't play conservative, that wouldn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
To be on Gundy's tail, he should have in that game against Central Michigan been on the refs' ass.
Yeah.
Let's be honest now.
Yeah.
He should have been up there arguing. But to add what I was gonna say. Against Virginia Tech, I wouldn't put the blame on Gundy as much as that you guys are putting it. It's more on our offensive coordinator, Mike Yurich, because, he gets stingy and he likes to do a lot of vertical passes, and if that doesn't work, we're running the ball up the middle.
Well, it's got to be
too much at
balance.
times.
It's got to be a good balance. That is the key, I think, to any team at all, in any regards to any football team. Is balance.
I agree.
Between defense, between offense, between passing and running, between man to man and zone. Anywhere in football, the thing that constantly wins, balance. If you're a balanced football team, you usually tend to win.
All right.
But final thing, sorry guys, but our defense, let it be known, it's not as good as, even for a Big 12 defense,
Virginia Tech's got a strong.
I'm talking about Oklahoma State's defense.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying,
bad.
as a rebuttal to that, Virginia Tech's got a really strong defense.
That's why I think Virginia Tech is going to have a chance, because our defensively, any team has a chance against us if our offense isn't clicking like Cole said.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a good matchup. We'll see what happens.
Picks?
I have it 38-14 Oklahoma State.
Whoa. I got it a lot closer. To me, defense matters more than anything. I got Virginia Tech winning close. I think they're going to hold down Oklahoma State's offense, high-power offense. I say Virginia Tech wins 24. It'll be a close game. I'll say 21.
Okay. I've got Oklahoma State winning. I'm not good with scores. I'm not going to go out there and say that.
What's the next game?
Next game we got is the Alamo Bowl, Stanford versus TCU. I'm very pumped for this game. I really enjoy watching TCU play. No matter what year, what their team looks like, they're just an awesome team to watch. It'll definitely be an interesting game. They've had a few struggles in the Big 12, but at the same time, I think defensively they're a good team, and even offensively they're a good team. And that's going back to that balance. I mean, they're not amazing on either side of the football, but at the same time,
they're good.
They're good. But that's what I mean. They're good.
Mm-hmm.
And enough said.
Can't forget Bryce Love on the Stanford side of the ball. He was second in Heisman voting. I mean, he's their offensive style is I formation, feed the ball to the running back, and it obviously works. I mean, they're playing great football. I mean, besides that loss against USC, it was a good game. It was a close fight.
Mm-hmm.
I think people are sleeping on Stanford. Honestly, I think Stanford, if they have the ball and they control the game, they have most of the possessions. I think they got this win.
Stanford's a good team. I wouldn't sleep on Stanford.
Smart team. I have. I mean, for me, it depends on what Kenny Hill are we going to see.
Yeah.
Are we going to see the Kenny Hill in the first 5 games, or are we going to see the Kenny Hill in the Big 12 championship?
So you're saying he's inconsistent?
Yes.
I guess we will see.
I mean, I am picking Kenny Hill though. Normally, TCU.
Normally, like I said, they have a month to rest up.
Yeah.
I think every team's going to be on their A game coming.
Yeah, bowl games. I mean, that's
it'll
when they pull
be
out the cards. The
either there's 2 things that could happen though with a month-long rest period. They're either going to get fat and lazy, or they're all going to be on their A game. So we'll see.
That's all coaching.
So what y'all got?
I got TCU.
Okay. I honestly got Stanford. I just think Bryce Love's too much for him. It's going to be a low-scoring game for me. It's going to be like...
I think it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a physical game.
Fight.
It's going to be a real physical game.
It's going to be like 21 to 17 Stanford, low scoring.
Okay.
I have 28-24 TCU.
All right. I like that score. All right. Next is a personal favorite of mine, and maybe Cole's. The Citrus Bowl. It's LSU versus Notre Dame.
Yep, very interesting game.
Very, very interesting game.
I like this matchup.
I really, really like this matchup. So one thing I will say about Notre Dame is they have a solid defense. A really solid
They're very
defense.
physical.
Now, the same thing can be said. The same thing can be said on the other side of the ball because LSU is the kind of offense that I'm just going to hit them in the teeth until the teeth fall out. You know what I mean? And just continually go, go, go. And I don't know that they've seen the likes of LSU. In this whole year, I don't think they've seen the likes of LSU. So it'll be an interesting matchup. Offensively, I think Notre Dame's quarterback, Brandon
Wimbush.
Yeah, beast. That dude is an all-around, just balanced quarterback. He can run it, he can pass it, he can do whatever. So, y'all definitely have a lot to worry about on that side of the football. I think LSU's defense is going to show up and contain. They have a solid defense, and nobody can really mess with the SEC's defense. Really... And going back to the way that they played Bama this year, I know they lost to Bama, but at the same time, seeing that game,
they could have won the game.
They didn't lose easily. They went down
1 for 4 on deep ball attempts, and those other 3 were very, very throwable. It was mainly Danny Etling. He overthrew the ball, he underthrew the ball, and that's all on Danny Etling.
So much spotlight in that game.
And that's another thing I want to talk about. Danny Etling has had time all year to improve, and I think he might come into this game with a chip on his shoulder. He's got a lot to prove, and I'm really excited for this game. And not to mention the fact y'all's offensive coordinator, who I am in love with, Matt Canada, is a beast. Honestly, I love watching his trick plays, and I think if he brings that kind of attitude into this bowl game, Notre Dame has no chance. So my pick...
I obviously picked LSU, but I'm not being biased. I've done my research on Notre Dame, and I know what they bring in the ball game. And I think, what I've seen, LSU always struggles with quarterbacks that run, dual threat quarterback, especially how big this guy is. He is at least 200 plus pounds, and that's a big boy. He's at least 6'2". This guy's big. He runs the ball. They do QB draws. They use him, every scenario. And don't sleep on their running back. He's very physical. They'll run it right down the pipe. They'll use misdirections like Matt Canada does with theirs. And the last time we played was 4 years ago in Music City Bowl, and we obviously fed the ball to Leonard Fournette, I formation, basic offense. It was very predictable, and this is very different LSU team.
Yeah, these teams are ridiculously different.
And I believe Matt Canada, he always has something to pull. Something new out of his playbook that comes out. He's very creative, and I just think it'll be overwhelming Notre Dame with the misdirection, with the jet sweeps, and the deep balls that Danny Etling throws and DJ Chark connect with, because they've been very consistent throughout the season. And I just got LSU winning the game, and it's gonna be. I think they're gonna blow them out, honestly, because we played this bowl last year, Citrus Bowl. We faced Louisville, Lamar Jackson, Heisman winner, which, in my opinion, he shouldn't have won. I think Deshaun Watson should have won.
I'm just real quick. I'm going to disagree only a little bit with the blowout statement, only because I think Notre Dame's defense. You're sleeping on them.
Oh,
Notre Dame's defense.
Like I said, they are both physical teams.
They're insane.
And we're I think it's just kind of a mini rival game.
It's
always been close.
You guys have more because you guys lost the last game.
Yeah.
And when you lose the last game, you're always going to have that
We
more
are
fire
very
edge.
chip on your shoulder.
We're coming in
And you
with
said
momentum.
4 years ago, those are seniors now.
Yep.
Darius
Geis was playing. He was on that roster at least. So I got LSU winning. I'm not trying to be biased. I just think we got a young defense, and they're very high energy, very motivated, and I think that in itself is overwhelming their offense, and I just got LSU winning that game. It's just.
I have LSU winning for the various reason of Matt Canada. Because when you have an offensive coordinator and you have a month to prepare for a game,
especially at that level.
And they've got all season's footage to look over. Dude, Matt Canada is just going to be playing games with this defense.
He's going
to. One thing, just real quick. If y'all really want to look for a good time, go look up Matt Canada highlights at Pittsburgh. It is literally the most insane thing ever. That guy blows my mind.
Yeah, he's an offensive genius. He knows what he's doing.
I agree.
And I think you guys are the more physical team, and those two factors have me picking LSU.
That's good.
Okay, so LSU,
yep. And then scores.
LSU.
Scores, I got us winning 31-17. I'm telling you.
I agree with that score.
I think it'll be a little bit lower than that, just because I think Notre Dame's defense comes back, but I think LSU wins.